My name is Douglas Munde. I represent Kisii County.
I'm Martin Njoga.
Okay, by name I'm Dano Chingowiti.
I'm Emmanuel Stuma, a member of Seeds of Freedom, representing Bungoma County.
My name is Mikirini. I come from Seeds of Freedom organization.
I'm Naviswa Kenneth from Seeds of Freedom.
I have learned so many new things, especially in Syntropic agroforestry, of which we have done practicals, and I could prefer that, not preferring really, but I will do it in my village, and also that will enable my community to learn a lot, to be self-sustainable.
Okay, since I came here, I'm very much happy because as for now, I know what permaculture is. I know the principles and ethics of permaculture, and both the principles of permaculture, I'm very sure when well used, it leads to sustainable food production in the community. Okay, let's take for example. Okay, I can just be brief. One of the designs, when the principles of permaculture, we were talking of the designing from pattern to details. Where I was so much impressed with the kind of permaculture designs that you were taught. Just for example, the keyhole garden, the sack garden. I'm very sure when they are well practiced, then you can lead to abundance. And for example, next with the Syntropic agroforestry, I'm very much impressed with the knowledge of Syntropic agroforestry because its principles are clearly known and they are also easy to understand. They're just no bare soil, maximization of photosynthesis, success, management, and stratification. I know of which you have to apply all the principles for you to succeed in the system. So being that permaculture concept and the Syntropic concept is a very new concept to our community there, and I'm very much happy to be the first one to get the knowledge, because back there we were practicing just organic farming, and we hadn't heard of the permaculture and the Syntropic agroforestry. So when I came here, I realized that there are some concepts like of permaculture and Syntropic agroforestry that is not practiced there. So I'm very sure, and I'm so much ready after the course of which we will be now graduating.
Training on Syntropic agroforestry farming as well as permaculture design farming. I'm grateful. I've gained some skills and knowledge that I'm going to replicate at my place. I want to appreciate the organizers of this training and say thanks for their organization. It has been of good. It has been so nice, and I want to encourage my friends and people around the world to embrace these two methods of farming, Syntropic agroforestry as well as permaculture, so that we may have plenty, we may save our nature. Because of our human activities, we have destroyed our ecosystem.
We've been learning about permaculture, Syntropic food forestry, and I've been a lead facilitator. We've been talking about the layers, the zones, and the principles of permaculture and Syntropic. Principle number 1, no bare soil. That's what we've been talking about, and we've been talking to people. Our participants have agreed and have accepted the knowledge, and they have agreed that they are going back to replicate what we've been learning. If you can see around, we have Syntropic demo farm. Demo farm has layers. We have layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3. And again, we have principles in Syntropic. We have 12 principles on permaculture, which principle number one in permaculture is about observe and interact. In principle number 1 on Syntropic, we have to moisture mulch, and all the time is mulching. Those are the terms we are using. Thanks a lot.
We got this opportunity to come and attend this course, the course which entails a lot of things. In a package, it is permaculture and also syntropic and agroforestry. In syntropic and agroforestry, we covered food forest. In food forest, we come to realize that it is a way, or syntropic is a way, where we utilize a small piece of land to produce a lot of variety of foods, and especially we have different types of foods that grows within different times of period, and harvest become continuously. And we also have one principle which is called succession. Succession ensures you that you have to do your plants with different schedule of harvest. For example, tomato can be harvested earlier than maize, you see. So I've learned a lot that I don't need to struggle. And after also in this syntropic and permaculture, we realize that we do less job once we've laid the system and we make sure that there's full humus and cover of the soil. There's one principle that no soil should be left uncovered. And this helps us not to use a lot of water. And this system, you can practice it in any kind of weather, in any kind of climate, because once you've laid, for example, you can see here we have got, this is a tree. In this, if you see this rows, we have a tree line, and we say there's a strata. A strata is where we have first line belongs to tree, because trees take a lot of time to grow, and they also need a lot of sunlight. So we give them the first strata. The second strata there, we give grass, because grass also helps to bring more humus. When we cut them and we put them here, it brings humus. When I just come, the importance and advantages of learning syntropic and agroforestry, it is a way of producing food, abundant food, and also a way of maintaining, taking care of our land and ecosystem by not allowing desertation, by not allowing or killing the microorganisms that are in the soil that facilitates the life of our plants and crops. Let me tell you, in any place you are in this world, try to learn syntropic and agroforestry and permaculture. We will produce food that can sustain our communities. Agriculture is life. No country never lies on agriculture. So I say agriculture is the backbone. Seeds of Freedom, we thank you so much. We thank you so much with your support. Any person that placed his effort to make this training go successfully, thank you. And we are going to make sure that we take each and every knowledge that we find here back to our communities, because it is a community base and we take care of a community. When you teach one person, he goes back to their community and teach 100 people, and those 100 people, we ask them to teach other 100 people, and that's how a small circle grows big and make differences. We can change as we work together as one. Thank you, Seeds of Freedom. Thank you, Madam Leslie. Thank you with your team. We love you. We cross hands that change must come, and we start today. We are the change. Thank you so very much.
I've been able to cover a number of topics, a number of principles about permaculture, and this is going to be very beneficial. Actually, it has become very beneficial, and it's going to benefit a number of people from where I come from. I've been able to learn that actually in Syntropic, one is supposed to work hard for a few time and work less in the future. So I've been taught on how to make the farm, prepare the farm by not leaving it bare, ensuring that actually the land is well mulched, the land is well prepared, by having a number of plants on the land, that is creating a forestry on the land to avoid a lot of work actually. And this system it takes us back to the way people were farming initially, unlike the system of farming now, because you realize that actually here we are able to plant a number of trees, the fruit trees, the timber trees.